Hey, this is George G. Welcome to George G's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope everything's fine. I've seen all the things on YouTube, all the channels I watch. Everyone's doing this the metal tag for 2023. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So I do it tonight. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I wrote everything down and I got horrible handwriting. I might not be able to read it tomorrow, so I do it tonight. So anyway, I'm gonna do the questions. I got an idea from people doing it, like I said, like on all the YouTube channels I watch. So I thought I'd do it myself, and so that's what we're gonna do tonight. Hope someone enjoys it, because I'm sure enjoy watching everyone who's doing it. I love their stuff. It's great. So hope mine's at least a little bit interesting. Anyway, let me get my glasses on so I can read what I wrote in my horrible handwriting. Okay, so it's 20 questions. Number one is False Starts, an album that you didn't give a chance to, but now you grew to like. Well, for me, that was this one, Am Universum from Amorphis. Listened to it like when I got it, and I didn't care for it because, you know, I liked old Amorphis with the death growls and the mixing. This has none of that on this one, but I have to listen to it. It's got really good songs on it, and it's just really quite a good album. So that makes me want to check out all the other ones that have come after that aren't like as heavy, as deathy as the other ones are. But yeah, so that's number 20. That's what I picked, is Am Universum by Amorphis. Question 2, album with the war theme. Now, I've seen someone mention the band before, but I'm mentioning it here because it just fits so well. And I picked this album because it's their last album, and I love it. And it's Bolt Thrower, for those once loyal. And it's just an excellent album. The songs, all the songs are about it, basically. You know, At First Light, Entrenched, Those Once Loyal, When Cannons Fade. I mean, it's just, that's what they talk about. That's what they sing about, Bolt Thrower, is the war theme. And it fits perfectly to this, for this question, too. So that's why I picked that one. Number 3, most influential metal musician in the last 10 years. This was kind of hard for me, but I picked this artist because he did such a good job with this band, and he's just an amazing guitar player. And I probably say his name wrong, but Kiko Lourean from who's in Megadeth now, and it was in Angra. I think his guitar play fits this band so well. He's just an absolutely amazing guitar player. I mean, he's got influenced other guitar players in this time, so I picked him just for that. I love the solos on this particular album, the new album, Megadeth, and yeah, I mean, it's hard to pick an influential guy because I play a little guitar, but not much. But if I was a young guy playing guitar and wanted to listen to, I'd definitely listen to this guy. So that'd be a question for that. Okay. Question 4 is band I want to see live. Well, I don't see many shows anymore, but if there's a band I want to see that and don't laugh, but it'd be Stryper. I always wanted to see Stryper live, and I always missed. They played a couple years ago. They played the whole To Hell with the Devil album, and I wanted to see that, and I never got to go because, you know, money wise, time wise, whatever. But I know they're still going to do touring for the new album. It might be their last one. I don't know. But yeah, so Stryper would be the one I want to see live. But maybe it sounds silly to you, but that's what I want to see. So that's question 4. Number 5 is album that energizes you. This is a tough one because so many can energize you. But I don't know, this one came to my mind, and it's one of the albums I do like by the band a lot, but it's not my favorite album. But for some reason I think of this one. I think it's because of the title track always pumps me up, and that's AC/DC, For Those About to Rock. I absolutely love the title track. That one pumps me up, and the rest of the album is just, I think it's just a great album all in all. And it did get me pumped up. And AC/DC is just one of those bands that does that. So, and this album in particular, just the album cover with the whole vibe of AC/DC, and this one just does it for me. So that is one album that energizes me, AC/DC. Okay, now Big Freeze, album with Cold or Winter, and a song or the album cover. And I picked this one, and this one immediately came to my mind. And it's definitely got that feel to it. It's a fantastic album, and that's Immortal in the Heart of Winter. It's got a, oh, we should have the glare. Let me take the glare up. You know, let me take the get out of the case. There we go. I love this one, and you got that whole deep freeze looking thing, and definitely has that cold feel, and the album's got that feel, and it's just a another one of those just great albums, and in the heart of winter, just, you know, the songs on it just make you think of the winter and the cold. So Immortal's perfect for that kind of music, that kind of vibe, the cold feel. So that's the Big Freeze one. Number 7, A Song of Royal Ties. All right, now the song I picked is one I could have picked by another band, but this is the metal tag. I picked this one because it's more metal, but I picked God Save the Queen from the Motorhead's We Are Motorhead, because they cover it on this one. I would have picked the Sex Pistols one, but it's metal. I got to pick Motorhead. So I picked this one, the version. They do a great version of it too, because it's Motorhead, and Lemmy does a great job with anything he puts his hand to, in my opinion. So, you know, that's why I put the royal tag with that one, was Motorhead, God Save the Queen. So let me cross these out before I don't forget where I'm at here. All right, question 8. Predominantly green album cover. This one also came to my mind immediately. It's pretty green, and it's predominantly, and it's typo negative, Soul Deep and Hard, because that's pretty green. It's a dark green, but it's pretty green. Even the back cover's got a green little tint to it. And it's another great album. It's a more punky album for them. They're not punky, but more from their carnivore days, and mixed in with the newer stuff they were doing later on with newer stuff. But you know what it would become. But I actually think this is one of the great album. I love this album too. But yeah, it's got me green, so that's why I picked it, and so that's why it's up there. Okay. Question 9. An album 2021 that you listened to but didn't listen to since in the whole of 2022 you didn't listen to the album. And that was, believe it or not, which is a good album, just didn't listen to it, was KK's Priest. Listened to it 2021, man. I've listened to it since, and of course I will listen to it again, but I just haven't. And it's a great album. Ripper Owens does a great job on it. It's not that I don't like the album, I just didn't listen to it this year at all. So that's the one, KK's Priest. All right, best find of 2022. Well, this was kind of easy because I don't have a record store around me anymore. The one I used to go to closed down like last year. And 2 years ago, a year and a half now. So I went to one record store, one CD store, and I bought some stuff. And this one kind of stood out as the one because some of the albums are kind of expensive to buy. But this was, I showed us one of my CD things. That's High on Fire. And I can't pronounce the name of the Luminiferous. Great album, great band. And yeah, this one was just one of the ones I found among others. This one stood out for me for like finding, because I mean I was looking for this one, and instead of buying it on Amazon, I found it, and it was a little bit cheaper than Amazon, I believe. So that's why I got this one. So that's my find, my best find for 2022. All right, new album or band in 2022. This one might be cheating a little bit because it really was from 2021, but it's a new band that I didn't hear before, and I liked it. So, and that's Manimal. It's got more of a newer age kind of, newer sound, newer metal kind of sound, but it's got some great songs on it. It's got a really great covers, good you know, and I mean Burn in Hell and Armageddon are just, and Slaves of Babylon, just great songs, and you know, Forged in Metal. I mean, come on, that's great. So yeah, that one was is the question for that one. Number let me see, number 11. That was my number 11. New band to find. Number 12 album Sold to You by One Song. Now I don't know if this meant you're supposed to do an album that you know, a newer band, but I did an older band, and I heard this particular band on one of those things on when VH1 was still playing rock music, and they were playing live. They showed a couple songs from each of them, all these bands, and on one of the concerts, and this song came on. The guys were playing. I was like, holy crap, this is fantastic. It's so it's just throwback, but in a good way. And that was Rival Sons, and the song was Pressure in Time. And I absolutely love Rival Sons, and this was it. So this took me into the band just by that one song. I bought the album immediately after that. And it did me forget Greta Van Fleet. I mean, you guys like them, that's great, but this is the real deal. This is like the Zeppelin throwback without being Zeppelin. Without, you know, so it's just great. So that was the band that took me into that. And okay, the next one. Number 13, most anticipated album of 2023. I'm going to say Metallica. I mean, people laugh and scoff at Metallica now, but I'm going to say Metallica. I mean, I loved the last 2 albums. I thought they were great, good return to form. So I'm saying Metallica, and of course, I am looking forward to Overkill, and hoping there's the King Diamond album too, and you know the Obituaries album coming out. So, but I'm going to say Metallica for mine because I'm sorry, I like Metallica too. Still like them. I know people, you know, but I like them. That's my pick for the most anticipated album. Question 14. 23rd album on my shelf. Now, my albums are not in alphabetical order. If anyone saw my room tour, I start with my favorite band, and then I did my favorite bands, and I go through them, and then I go through the alphabetical order in different genres. So I was gonna be true to myself. I did the 23rd one on my shelf, which is I start with Kiss. It's my favorite band, and the 23rd album on the shelf is Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. So that was the one. So I'm not gonna lie and say it wasn't. This is it. 23rd album. So that's it. What a surprise, Kiss. Anyway, last album in my collection. That would be the one I just actually listened to today, because I just bought it. Bought a couple albums. This one I listened to today, and I'm going to pick this one. And it's Brainstorm, Scary Creatures. Excellent one. I like this one. It was Brainstorm's such a great underrated band. I talked about my power metal albums, and this one was definitely one I liked a lot. So I picked this. This is my latest one in my collection. Random pick. I'm gonna do the random pick right now. So I'm gonna close my eyes, and I'm gonna pick a random album, and let's see what I pick. And look at that. Did not look. Pick Gravedigger. The Gravedigger. Not even just grab the album. That was the one I picked. So there you go. Random album. There it is. You got it right there. Gravedigger. Great album too. Okay. Band I got through social media. This is another one I got. I got this from Hammerheart Metal Reviews, because he was into all this black metal stuff. So I was like, well, this one band he always talked about how much he loves so much. So I'm gonna talk that one. It's the band I got through social media from YouTube. It was Enslaved. And again, I just listened to this one tonight, and it was nothing what I expected at all. It was really good. It wasn't like I said, I got Immortal, like Immortal. Totally nothing like Immortal. It's got the black metal sound, but it's got a lot of different tones to it, a lot of atmospheric and a lot of keyboardy, and just done really well. There's one song, what was the song? Gotta remember now. Bound by Allegiance. It's got the black metal vocals, but over like almost like a classic rock song with the guitar tone. It's excellent. So yeah, but that's the one I picked for this one. Enslaved. Okay, question 18. Where do you see your collection in the next 5 years going? I don't know really how to answer that one, because I don't gotta go crazy with buying stuff all the time, because, you know, it's expensive, and, you know, you run out of room. I got stuff I want. I still gotta buy stuff. I get more things I haven't gotten before. Some of the albums I wanted to get, I'm just, you know, I'm gonna be a little wary on. There's so many things coming out, and I want to make sure I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna listen to it and get a preview before I buy it, so we don't go crazy buying stuff. But I'm getting some more, like the black metal, get more into that, more into death metal, and there's some of the glam metal stuff I didn't get. I want to get more. I didn't get into stuff like that, and even stuff that's like non-metal stuff, like Tom Petty. I'm gonna start maybe thinking stuff like him too. I haven't gotten before, so it's not like, you know, it just depends on what it's gonna be and how much it's gonna cost. And if I get some stuff cheaper, I get them cheaper. But it's not going to grow. You know, I don't go super crazy. Sometimes I get into spurts. I buy, then I don't buy anything for a while. So I don't see in 5 years. Who knows? It's hard to say in 5 years what's going to happen. Hopefully I'm still here in 5 years. Anyway, that's question 18. Question 19. A new release that you didn't buy because of price. Well, only thing I think of that I was going to get, and it's not even a new release. It's more like it's the box set. I have that's the Black Sabbath Technical Ecstasy, the box set. I was gonna get that because I got the Sabotage one, and it was really good and a lot of good stuff on it, a lot of stuff. And excuse me, for the price for Technical Ecstasy, you get the album twice. You get the remastered version. You get a new mix, but it's the same album twice. I'm not spending that money for the album twice. The live stuff I'd like to have, but. And all the additional stuff is cool, but just to pay that much for a box set and just have the same album twice, I mean, I don't see the point. But it's still cool. If I can find it for like $10, which never gonna happen, then I might get it. Might get it, but you know, otherwise that now. Anyways, that's my number. That's for number 19. Number 20, a song that lets an album down. Well, for me, the album I like a lot. I love the band, and the album that brings it down. And the song I'll tell you what brings it down. And the album is Queen, Day at the Races, and the song is Drowse. I never liked that song. I just think that brings the whole album. Is such a great album, and that just brings it down. It's just so, I don't know what it's about. I never liked that song. It's just like a letdown for the album, but because it has such great songs. Tie Your Mother Down, Take Your Breath Away. I mean, You and I, Somebody to Love, White Man, Go Old Fashioned Lover Boy, and then Trials comes on. I'm like, ugh, no. And I hate to say it like that, but you know, you gotta be something, and that's the one I picked, is Queen. So anyway, that's my video for the Metal Tag 2023, and anyway, I've enjoyed watching everyone's videos. I got a lot more to watch of them, and it's really interesting. I hope someone likes this one. So until then, guys, keep rocking metal alive. We'll see you next time.